Guys, I know you're probably thinking football apps, there's too many of them. But listen, I've got you onto the best football app right now, and that is Flashscore. People, it's free to download, it's free to use. And you know what, man? It just gives you all the information. I'm talking stats, I'm talking key statistics, I'm talking head to head, I'm talking fixture list. Everything you want to know. The goals are flying in. Everything you will find on the app. So I don't know what you're doing right now. Go and download it now and get yourself all the information you need regarding your football club. What's going on, people? Welcome back to the United Quad episode 14. We are here, not live, pre-recorded. So if you are listening on Spotify and Amazon Music, make sure you do give us a review and a rating over there. A big up to everyone listening. But yeah, we are here with the brothers, man. What are you, man, saying, man? Everything blessed?
Still a good feeling, man. Listen, it's still a good feeling, man. Don't worry, guys. Like, I know we didn't win the 5-game challenge, but listen, the 10-game undefeated is still alive. The 10-game undefeated is still alive, guys. It's still breathing. We're still outside. We're still outside.
Yeah, man. Listen, you bring up United Strand, but at the same time, man, like I said, bro, 4 wins and a draw. I'm not complaining, you feel me? Like, as much as I want you to get the haircut, bro, you know, we can delay it, man. You know, we can delay it, you feel me? And we get top 4, we get Champions League football. That's the main thing, man. So, big up to you, but not big up to you. You know what I mean? We're all talking, man. Man's trying to see this United team get top 4. So if it means that we get a few draws and a few wins and then it mixes up, then cool, man. So that's the way I feel. I don't know what you lot feel because I'm being brutal, man. We're not in the Champions League, we're not in the FA Cup, we're not in the Carabao Cup, bro. We got weeks of just chilling, man. Them. So you know, I'm focused, man. I'm locked in. I don't know about you, man.
100%. 100%. Bro, 5 games in a row was never a thing. I've always said this. It was no one ever said we need to win 5 in a row. Now it's obviously become a thing. Big up my man, but also I agree with you, brush my man. But let's see, man. Don't lie, man. Just keep me undefeated. I'll be happy, man.
Yeah, trust me. I don't know if you man see what Cunha said, man. Like, I can't lie. He was quite like very, very harsh. He was like, people are more worried about getting 5 wins because of the haircut than the actual 15 points. So I'm more than the 15 points. I don't care about the haircut at all. He goes, we talk about it sometimes, but it's not motivating for us. We don't see it as cool. He said, no one wants the 5 wins more than we do or more wins, whatever. But I think having this pressure from the haircut hides a bit of the beauty that could be in the season. You know. I mean,
is that a real quote?
Yeah, it's a real quote, man. From, I think it was a Brazilian TV, I think it is. Romario TV.
Romario. He started up his own station.
Romario's got a channel.
Romario's chilling with the channel.
And Cunha said 15 points when he meant 25.
No, 15. 5 times 3. How you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see you. You're just on.
Yeah, man.
You thought it was 5 points per game. No, I hear it.
Yeah. If you do 5 points 5 times, that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Saeed.
Yeah.
But I've been good, guys. I've been good. Saeed, alhamdulillah, I've been good. Obviously,
you've been good, yeah. Alhamdulillah.
Everything game. Well, long way away. And Hussein's wearing a white shirt. He just wants to beat me. Allah, bad.
But no, honestly, like real talk though, it's one of them ones where like if Cunha's saying that's crazy, but it is what it is, man. We have a good feeling, guys, man. You know what I mean? Like 4 wins and a draw. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If you told me that before Michael Carrick came with the job, I would have bit your hand off for that one. I can't lie to you. Like I would have. So I'm very, very happy about so far, so good. Could it have been better with a win? Yes. We're 4th. Life is good. And we keep on pushing. That's the message I'm getting. You know what I mean? I don't know about you, Lee Ben, but so far, so good, bro.
Yeah, I think Cunha hit it on the head. I can't even lie to you, bro. I always knew the players knew. Like, come on, we're not stupid. Like, the players knew about it. Carrick got asked about it in the build-up to the game. So they're all aware. Everyone's aware of it. The women's team celebrated because they got 6 wins now. So when they did their celebration, they did a little haircut celebration. So everyone's aware of it, bro. But you know, it's like you said, it's added pressure that's not needed. And the focus shouldn't be on a haircut, but it should be on the fact that we're in good form. We are performing well. We're getting points up on the board, and we have Champions League to fight for. So I do also feel like, though, I know Cunha's coming out and saying all of this, but I do also feel like there was nerves in that game, and maybe the nerves came from that pressure. Do you know what I mean? And for me, that's more of a concern or a bit of a red flag in some ways, because I'm like, if that's playing on your mind at this level in a Premier League game, and you got that pressure where you're feeling, the noise outside of the outside noise, then bro, that is, and I said this on my channel, that's mental fragility, man. Like I always criticize Arsenal for having that mental fragility when it comes to like bottling titles or high pressure moments, title races, and whatnot. But if we're bottling games because of that type of pressure, bro, then there needs to be questions asked. I'm not saying that if throw our toys out the pram, but come on, that is a concern. Like, and it's a pattern that I've seen not just now, but also under Amram, where games where we feel the pressure to win or we're expected to win, we keep fumbling it. You got like Everton 10-man, West Ham at home, Leeds, Burnley. These are games that we should be winning, but every time we feel the pressure that we need to win those type of games, especially against teams that are low block or set off us, we tend to struggle, bro. And it is a pattern that's now you can see again. West Ham away, we didn't put in our best performance. Out of the 5 games, that was our worst performance. So it is something to definitely.
I think going into it, that was going to be our toughest game out of the 5 as well. As you mentioned, for those reasons that you said, for the fact that they're a team that isn't going to begin engaging you, they're not going to be pressing you high, they're not going to be leaving space in behind. It was always going to be the most toughest game. So I actually don't think it's got to do with the pressure. I think it's got to be just stylistically. It's a different issue for Carrick and his coaching staff for them to have to tackle. With playing against the bigger teams that leave spaces in behind, even a team like Spurs, who I think are way off it in terms of quality, they still had space in behind to exploit. I always thought this West Ham game would be the most difficult. I think I said it last time.
It shouldn't be like that, though, Abs. It shouldn't be like that. Arsenal away is on paper the hardest game. We went there and
what I mean is just stylistically, because obviously we didn't know what to expect about Carrick going in. We didn't know what Carrick was going to look like. Evidently, he's played to the strengths of the team. And the strength of this team isn't yet the way that this coaching and the team is set up right now to deal with the low blocks yet. We're not a team, like we don't have the tools for that just yet, in my opinion. Like Bruno Fernandes is at his best when there's space in behind for his runners in front of him. Brian and Bomo in this. Go on, bro.
No, I'm just saying, I hear you. I fully agree with what you're saying, but I'm saying the bigger picture is that's a big concern, because look at our fixture list now from now to the end of the season. For example, next game is Everton away. It's going to be similar. So what you're telling me is every time we play against a team that decides to, maybe have a bit of a mid block or a low block, we're gonna not get points. That's why I'm a bit concerned.
It's the first time that in this stint Carrick's had, including his previous stint, that he's facing this type of team at Manchester United. Now he's got to learn. For the only thing I'm looking for now going to this Everton game, is have you learned from that now? Have you seen what needs to work? Is it Sesko starting? Is it different things and different front lines and different combinations and different players coming off the bench and a different approach maybe that will allow us to have success in these types of games? But going into it, this is the only question mark that we really had yet. I thought it would be the Fulham game, but Fulham actually were playing and Fulham were pressing. And Spurs did leave space in behind. This one was really the test where West Ham were going to sit off. Jarrod Bowen was going to work really hard with Wan-Bissaka. Somerville was going to work really hard with Diouf. It's going to be really tough to break this team down. And we failed at it. Let's see what happens in this next time.
I agree. You have to have different sort of games, though, man. And every game provides a different test. I said West Ham was going to be the most difficult of the lot, if I'm being honest with you, Lee, man. I said it would be more difficult than the Man City game, because that's based on energy and vibes and, the natural derby day feeling and adrenaline. Arsenal, a little bit, I kind of lied to you. I was going into the game thinking we could get a draw if we could just, and maybe our record as well, maybe not that confident, but in terms of the toughest one out of the lot, it was West Ham. I'm not, because they're fighting for their lives. Every point is precious. Whereas the others, it's not more so. They're not fighting for them points. You feel me? Yeah. So, man. And I think for me, it's one of them ones where I like to see that the manager's going through different tests, because if it's all just a similar kind of game plan, similar games, and also, if he doesn't learn from this lesson, like Ab said, bro, for me, Sesko has got to be starting. That's the main thing I've took out from the last 3 games of Carrick, is that Sesko needs to start. And Bumo's good, Man City, Arsenal, I'm calm with that. But the games where we need to maybe, get a bit of box presence, I want to see Sesko starting. So that's something that we'll have to wait and see whether he does that against Everton, Because if he doesn't... The
only issue is that if Sesko starts and we still have that level of poor work out wide from the likes of Luke Shaw, in that game was poor, and this is why I'm sure last time we were on here and I was saying United fans are scared to give Luke Shaw praise. Maybe it's because he's got a performance like that in him as well. Because I thought he was really bad. I thought he had a lot of opportunities and he was on that last line constantly. I felt like he was too negative. He was trying to look for the safe pass too often, and with the opportunities and the territory that he found himself in. And I know I'm expecting something from somebody who's got 17 assists in their whole Premier League career, and something like 3 goals in his whole Premier League career. So I shouldn't be expecting that much from him. But you're a quality player in those positions. You should be really threatening with your delivery. And I thought he was really poor. I thought Dallow's delivery was poor. I thought Ahmad had a bad day at it, but then I think I have to give Diouf a lot of credit for that as well. I thought he was a tough
bad boy, man. Bad boy.
But yeah, I thought we were like, regardless of whether Sesko started that game or not, if we had such poor work out wide, especially when we found such joy in those first games playing centrally with the likes of Kobe and Bruno and Burmo. Nice. We saw that small-sided football of Casemiro. We saw all of that was so beautiful in those big games. In the smaller games, potentially, you have to work out wide as well. It's something that a big criticism that I have of Arsenal is that they work too wide sometimes and they don't have that pass through. Thankfully, we have that. We've got to work on how we play out wide.
Yeah. What about you, Jose? Like, so far, so good. Are you happy? Are you kind of content? What's your kind of feeling right now? Because, like I said, man, we're in the top 4. Targets are being met now. You know what I mean? Like, it's good. It was a little bit, I wouldn't even say a little bit of reality check against West Ham, but something, maybe as United fans, maybe we don't get too giddy. You know what I mean? And we don't start doing a madness because, it's true though, because certain man was saying like title race and that. I won't name names, but you know what I mean? Certain man we're talking title races in here.
Who's the name right? The name right?
Mr. Libet. Mr. Libet.
Hey.
Mr. Libet, come to the front.
No.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I just said, listen, one game at a time. That's what I said. One game at a time.
I clocked why you're so deflated. now.
No, I'm not deflated. No, I'm not deflated.
It's still on, but he told me before it's still on, man. It's also drop points in it.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. For me, I said it last time as well. Obviously, a lot of people didn't want to hear it, but we are going to get tested naturally. We're going to lose from now until the end of the season, probably. Abs, face forward, please. We are going to lose. We're going to go through, ups and downs. It's going to be normal. I told you guys in the beginning, I'm not trying to get too high. I'm not trying to get too low. And I tried to do the same thing with Amram. I'm trying to do the same thing now because I've seen what this club can do. So yeah, man, it's I didn't see the result as a particular negative. The way people were talking online was, like I said, even from the way we played against Fulham and the way we played against Spurs, people were already saying Carrick isn't the guy. I'm like we're being super reactive. So let's see. I agree with Abs. This is the first time we've come up against a team that has actually sat back properly, away from home, made it hard for us, fighting for their lives. And we're going to encounter that again. Like, the best thing is that we're not going to have to wait long to see how Carrick adapts and how he manages it. But it's literally the very next game. The very next game, we're going away. We're going to a tough ground. Although they've moved stadiums, it's still a tough place to go. And they're probably going to play a similar style of football. We know how David Moyes likes to play. And they've got some pace on the attack as well. So let's see. I'm in full agreement, though. I think Sesko needs to start, offers us something different, gives us a little focal point up top. And then, where we have space to run in behind, then you can, the Mbumos can come in and the Cunhas and the Ahmads. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he changes and if he changes.
Yeah, I agree. Because you got to remember, like, there was the subs were a bit too late, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie to you, there was like some of the Middlesbrough fans were saying that he does tend to have no plan B, and that's one of his kind of like weaknesses in terms of changing up a little bit. But again, at Man United, you can't really afford. You do have that luxury, should I say? It's not at Middlesbrough where you're looking around, you're thinking, "Right, man." You know what I mean? No respect to Middlesbrough. But you know what I mean? You think yourself, you haven't got like a Sesko. You know what I mean? Xerxes. Yeah. I know people might not rate Xerxes, but you've got like peripheral talent out there. Even Shea Lacey, you know what I mean, could have came on if he was fit. So he will have that luxury, and I don't think you can judge him in the same situation that was at Middlesbrough. But that you are like people out. I'm not gonna lie to you, there are people out there that are waiting for Carrick to almost like fail, man. Like you can see already, like one of my guys from America, he was like, "Yo, he's already failed the first test." You know what I mean? And I was like, whoa. I said, yo, brother, like, first test, man. What are we talking about here, man? Like,
bro, first test is crazy. After 5 games, his first test.
5 tests. I was like, yo, Is this what he's got? Like, he's only got like a couple of lines, and then
No, so like City wasn't a test, Arsenal wasn't a test as well.
Yeah.
Apparently, like none of that was a test. Bro, every game's a test when we've been playing the way we've been playing. But on that as well, I was gonna say about the subs as well. Yeah, good. About the subs as well. I was just gonna say before he came in, no sub had come on and scored for us all season. Since he's come in, Sesko has come on against Fulham, scored. Cunha has come on against Arsenal, scored, and then Sesko again against West Ham. So in 5 matches, that's 3 times he's made a sub that has gone on to impact the game. Whereas in the rest of the season previously, we never had that. So it's an instant improvement in that department. Abs, continue.
Yeah. All I was thinking is that it's a different kind of test. This is like of his tenure so far.
You want to talk into the mic?
You want to come forward?
Yeah,
you want
to talk into the mic? Yeah.
Yeah, leave it.
Yeah.
Chill out. But I'm saying.
It seemed like you're trying to seduce me for a second, bro.
Yeah, like, looking up at Liban is crazy. Why are you looking up at a man?
It's like the neighbor. That's just, like, if he gets angry, he might just dash. I'm done. What can I do?
Yeah,
joke, man. But I'll be honest. I think of all the tests that he's had, the City and Arsenal one is almost like a similar test. If I'm being honest, they're very, very different teams and both different kinds of struggles. But that's kind of one side of it. I think Fulham and Spurs was another, and then West Ham and Everton and the like are another kind of test. So that's definitely not his first test that he's failed, but it's the first time we saw him against this type of opposition. And I wouldn't it's a lesson learned, because at the end of the day, his sub, like Hussein is mentioning, they didn't allow this game to just fizzle out and just be a game that we end up conceding 2, 3. Obviously, the substitution of Lenny Yoro was forced, but I thought Lenny Yoro was fantastic.
Top quality.
I thought he was unbelievable. And I said a while ago on here about what Aiden Heaven and Lenny Yoro can become. And if there's something we do take out of the 25-26 season, it's just glimpses now of what potentially those two could hold for the future in terms of playing in a back four with being a centre half that has so much space to cover, especially if your fullbacks are doing different roles like inverting or being the width in the team the way Luke Shaw is, how much responsibility of space that you have to cover. I thought he was unbelievable. His ball playing is fantastic as always. His cover challenging, and he's just brilliant. And obviously he's gone for a really tough time this season. And so I thought that was really good to see that cameo from him. I still thought Lisandro Martinez, who I think is one of the best players at the club, I thought he was constantly looking forward and constantly breaking lines. And I understand that he came under a bit of criticism for that, for the goal, the West Ham goal, which I think was understandable watching it back. Maybe wanting him to cover that front post a little bit more, but I look at more the issue that led up to that, which is Luke Shaw's not getting the first ball or diving into the challenge and missing out on it as well. In general, if I look at this West Ham game, it's more lessons learned rather than a test failed for me.
Yeah, I agree. That's why we got to just move forward in it and see where Michael Carrick can take us, man. I wanted to discuss obviously you've got the managerial conversation now, man, and there's been a few, man, you know what I mean? This is crazy, man. The amount of jobs that are available in the summer is crazy, bro. Listen, I don't know whether Liam Rosinha will stay at Chelsea. I'm guessing so. Surely he's staying here. But if you look at the Tottenham job available, I doubt Man City job's available, but you never know. Question marks have been made. If Pep Guardiola doesn't win the Premier League trophy this year, he could be leaving. But Man United job available. Crystal Palace job's available. You're looking at Real Madrid jobs available. I mean, who else is out there?
Liverpool potentially.
Potentially, with Arne Slot. You know, there's so many jobs available now, and it's like the managers signing new deals. I mean, Tuchel came out of nowhere. I generally thought he was only going to stay till end of the World Cup. He's now staying till 2028. I mean,
is it?
Yeah.
When was that announced?
Today.
Man, where you been at, man?
I've been at ball, bro. It was all I was kicking balls, making guys, and
not today. It was yesterday. It was yesterday, to be fair. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah,
football 2 days.
Yeah, say no more, man.
Yeah, I was first, man.
So Liban, it happened today, yeah?
I saw it today. I saw it today, though.
Shut up, man.
Okay, cool. You saying that, man? You play doing 24-hour football challenge. Good, man.
Yeah, it's a YouTube video.
Yeah, good one, man.
Come on. But no, honestly, he's obviously staying until 2028. I don't know. Listen, Carlo Ancelotti was. I don't know why United fans were getting linked to Carlo Ancelotti. He was never going to come, even though he was one of them. Was if he was available, maybe.
but he wasn't really gonna come. He's now staying till 2030. He's
Is he?
He's feeling for another like 4 years, man.
I didn't want Carlo.
Yeah, but he was someone.
2030 is crazy though, wallahi. How old is he?
He's 66, I think. 64.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
Yeah.
You never know, bro.
Yeah,
You can't be signing contracts like that, bro. You never know.
Yeah, it's almost now the pool
This
of
guy-
managers. I can't lie to you.
This guy, I say you're a bad man. I can't lie. You're
What do you
cheating
say
like
when
it's
you say- when you
cheating
say-
like it's Roy Hodgson.
Yeah, wallahi, I thought he was Roy Hodgson's age, man. I said,
Wallahi.
come on, bro.
That guy
you
managing till the
predict
wheels
another
fall off.
4 years?
Wallah. That manager
Aye.
to the janaza. Wallah.
How much you want to bet he ends up at Palace again?
Bro,
I can't lie. Part of that Carlo Ancelotti contract is life insurance. Allah bet.
yeah. He deserves it. Man. He's chilling, but he's completing
big him
football,
up,
man.
man.
What does he
Big
need to
him
do? He's
That's
completing
true.
football, man. Big up to
Yeah.
Carlo Ancelotti.
A
man.
manager market is cooked. I can't lie. It is
It's
very
cooked,
much
man.
cooked. Even like you said, interim manager roles are even cooked because you don't even know who to get in now. So it's you see Tottenham today. Obviously, they got some brother called I think they got the other Ego. I thought when I saw Ego, I thought it was the Brentford striker.
Jesus.
I said, come on, what's going on?
Oh,
They got
Thiago.
the Brentford striker has become the interim manager. Good luck. But but yeah, it's just cooked, bro. Like even
No lie,
That's
he
why-
was
that's
moving.
why
He was
now-
moving to Arsenal that much that he got the Spurs job.
they got the Spurs job. Wallahi. They said, yeah, you know what, you're cooking.
They
the job
gave
back.
him a
Some
franchise.
of it. Yeah, wallahi.
Moving like Baller League, man. They said, hey, have a franchise.
By the way, he's the oldest looking 24-year-old I've ever met, man.
Nah, he's not 24. He's not 24.
Oh,
not
bro,
too
him and Bremo, we need to have a sit down.
Yeah, man.
Something's going on
me.
at Brentford.
Have a word. We need to say what's going on here, bro. Because
Yeah.
Bremo, I feel like he's bold by choice. I don't know. Something tells me he's bold by choice.
I don't
He
know,
is.
man.
I think
He's
he
been
is.
trying the spray and that. The spray's been moving mad. I can't lie. He's been operating that
Yeah.
too much. I think he just realized, yo, listen, man. You know, I mean,
just
bold
loud.
and proud, man. Bold and proud,
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it.
Well, I
But
don't want to
that's
see a Stadio Mane team.
That's
Like-
probably the worst appointment. It made
What's
no
Julian
sense.
Nagelsmann on, Saeed?
Guys,
know
nigga
what?
there as well, man.
I don't think he's there till 2028. I think as well. I think he signed a contract, so he's there till at least
Is he?
2028.
I thought it was the end of the World
Hey,
Cup.
man, who we getting in the summer? What's this act?
Nah,
Yeah.
bro. For me, I already made it very clear who my
Yeah,
option is.
you're Anthony, innit? You're Anthony, aren't you?
No, I'm Oliver Glasner, man.
Glasner, you're Glasner
No,
stuff.
like,
That's not-
Glasner's-
I'm on Oliver. Listen, for me,
that
I already
Carlo?
said. Listen, my dream is Luis Enrique. My realistic option would be Oliver Glasner, but I wouldn't be mad against Carrick if he does well as well. So for me, that's
Leave him.
my list. I don't
Does it
want to
not
hit
concern
Germany.
you that
I don't wanna hit
you see these like mid-table managers who are impressing, doing well,
Yeah.
get the big move and constantly just keep failing. Like we've seen a few, don't get me wrong, crack through and manage the big teams and do well,
Mhm.
but the majority fail. Even like you look at even an Areola has struggled this season. Cool, like they've sold a lot, but Thomas Frank, bro, biggest one. David Moyes, even when he came to Man
bro.
United.
Thomas
huge.
Frank I feel like is a bit different. I think with Oliver Glasner, bro, I feel like he's made the right for managers. Just same way we look at like a player like Mbeumo coming from second division France, then
True.
playing for Brentford in the Championship, then playing for Brentford in the Premier League, and now got his move to Man United. I look at Oliver Glasner in that same way when it comes to managerial. He's made the right progression, he's made the right trajectory, and he's had the right amount of success with that trajectory as well. So if you look at his CV, he won a Europa with Frankfurt, went to the Premier League, tested himself, done well there, developed Crystal Palace, made them a competitive team, got them to winning an FA Cup and a Community Shield. Now they're in Europe. Like he's always shown progression everywhere he's gone, and I think he's now in a career, and I think he's got enough experience, especially in this league, where now he's ready. I feel like for a big job in this league, and if he doesn't get tested, then when will he ever get tested or have that opportunity? I just feel like I look at trajectory, I look at the style of football. He's adaptable. He plays with a back four, back three. He's developed players. Look at how he spent as well at Crystal Palace, bro. He got Adam Wharton from Blackburn and made him into one of the best DMs in the league. He got in. He developed Elise. Made Eze a better player. Mateta, he's made it. I remember people calling Mateta scrub. The guy, he's come in and he's made him into like a top striker in this league. Do you know what I mean? So I just look at development. I look at a transfer strategy. I look at how he plays his football. Tactically, he's equipped. I just think I wouldn't be against it, bro. I don't feel like we need to be exotic and go for the top end all the time. I feel like sometimes we need to look at our manager, look at the experience. Like Amram never had Premier League experience. Oliver Glasner has the experience. He understands this league. He knows this league inside out. So that's why I would go for him, innit?
So have other managers. I hear it. I hear the reasoning. I just think I think you're right in that he's progressed. This season he has regressed, whether it's for sales or whether it's because the club haven't backed him. I hear it. No, I hear there's stuff going on at the club. Even the transfer strategy that mainly goes down to Palace as a whole. I wouldn't credit that to Glasner, but I just think it's a massive jump, bro. Glasner going to a Spurs, for example, makes a lot of sense in my eyes. But United job is flipping huge, bro. It's going to take someone special, bro. It's going to take someone special. And Carrick knows the club, so if he does well, I would not be opposed. So just like you said, even before the call, I think it was 1 year plus maybe an additional.
I wouldn't be against that. I wouldn't be against that at all.
But I wouldn't be against Carrick. Let's see.
Well. Yeah, I'm with you. I wouldn't be against Carrick at all. Like, look, I would always don't fix something that's not broken. So if Carrick does well to the end of the season, I'm more than happy we give him a year or two contract, whatever it is, and see how things go. Football's moving in that direction anyway, where managers now get 2-year contracts, max 3 years. You don't see managers really get long-term deals anymore because they obviously it's all about risk now, isn't it? And managing expectations. So I'm not against it. For me, I just look at Glasner as the one that maybe it could work because of what he has produced. You know what I mean? And let's be honest, but we've experimented everything. We've done Louis van Gaal with, we've done Jose Mourinho, we've done the top managers, we've done managers with CVs, we've also done the experimental manager, we've also done the project manager, we've done the young coach. We've gone through it all. We even did Ollie, somebody that knows the club. We've done we have every single appointment. So there's no guarantee that we're going to get success with it. Whoever comes in, it could even be Luis Enrique. It doesn't guarantee that we're going to have success. So I'm just saying, I just look at the feasibility. Because his contract's ending at the end of the summer, meaning you're not paying compensation fee either. It's just a straight direct compensation with the guy.
Yeah, true.
I'm not against it.
The only thing I would say, Libel, is though,
yeah,
and this is for everyone here, I just think, just disrupting the rhythm and the understanding of coaches now more than ever. I'm starting to realize, I get it. People say, oh, but you could have said that about Amarin and Ollie, but they were never the right guys. Let's be honest here. But I just feel like for now, can we afford to change it around in a short space of time now where the World Cup is so congested between the start of the season? The manager won't probably come in until, let's say, for example, May, June, or something like that. But then by then, they go into, their camps. Yeah. So then they won't come back till late, especially the better players. The Brunos, the guys that are heavily, go long distance in the World Cup. And then, you got to start again, and we don't know the style of play. Now, Carrick not only has he's got time now, he's got another one in end of, I think, March, April. They could go to warm weather training camp. Yeah. Who knows? They've got plenty of time to really, really understand the philosophy of what Carrick wants to do, rather than who Glasner might be a better coach, but when they say time is the best thing you can have, you know what I mean? And I feel like time is something that Carrick has and Glasner doesn't. And as a result, we might start the season horrendously. And then maybe later on to the season, we might save the season. We might finish, I don't know, 8th or 7th.
No, you made a fair point,
So is that you saying you want Carrick to be the manager next season?
I'm saying what I'm saying is
that would be true about every single person that comes in.
No, I agree. I agree with that. No, I'm just giving you a point of if we are to go with Glasner or a different manager, I just think as well, we've got to keep in that mind of we need continuity, but we also need an idea of we change it. Are you not ready for quote unquote suffer? Yeah, are you ready?
Yeah, no, you're right. No, you made a fair point because you're right. In a way, it does feel like Carrick can use this time as almost like pre-season because he has so much time to work with the players and they can understand how he wants to. But you're right. Well, that's actually a very fair point.
I'm in limbo.
It's a fair point.
We had it with Van Gaal, no? When he came back from the Netherlands and it took us a month or two to get off first gear. You remember, I think we played MK Dons when he came in and everyone came late and all that kind of stuff. And the World Cup disrupted our pre-season and then we didn't really start the season properly. So it does disrupt the managerial appointments. Definitely do disrupt the preseason and all that kind of stuff. So it's a tough one. That's my only reservation of going for a World Cup manager as well. That the fact they're going to come in so late. But regardless, I think manager talk for me right now. Obviously it's in the back of my mind, but the way I'm looking at it is let's just see what happens with this. I'm not saying sign the contract. I'm not saying all that kind of stuff. Let's just see how it plays out because. You know how football is, bro. In 3 weeks time, we could be coming here and just be like, "Hey, he's not the guy, man."
It's true. You're right. I think it's a fair point you made though in terms of he's got the time now because no one's gonna have preseason this summer. Pretty much, everyone's gonna be disrupted. So this, it could be the preseason literally now. as we're going along through the season. Do you know what I mean? So it's a fair point. Look, there's no Carrick would be a safe bet, but there's pros and cons to everything right now. So we'll just see how it goes, innit?
I can't lie, that Tuchel news has actually just completely blindsided me, bro.
Well, why do you care about why are people so obsessed with Tuchel? I don't understand.
The reason why is because let me answer and speak for 1 second. You prick.
That's a stadium feelings.
The reason why is because I think Tuchel ticked every box. I think there's one thing that we haven't done in terms of our managerial appointments is someone currently who is still, his stock is still high as a manager and one of the top managers in world football, who also has Premier League experience. I'll be honest, I hear the dream appointment that you said, Liban, of Luis Enrique, and that would be a dream for me as well. But then there's question marks about how that would navigate over into the Premier League. I think Tuchel had a bit of everything, right? He had top level experience. He's managed Champions League teams. He's managed high, like big personality players, top level clubs in England and abroad. I was all in. I was sold on the Tuchel project, and that was the only reason why I didn't mind it as much. The whole World Cup delay thing was because of his experience at the top level in the Premier League and abroad as well. So that's really frustrating for me. I like, you guys know, I'm somebody that will back the manager, especially if it's someone like Michael Carrick that is part of the club and someone that understands the fabric of the club. That's why I was such a big supporter of Ollie as well. That project will be, I'd back that happily, no problem. There's obviously a lot of questions still to be answered from now until the end of the season. But yeah, that makes the summer a lot more interesting to see where they take the club and what direction they put in. Because for me, I'd be happy with, I don't really want Glasner, if I'm being honest. Would I take a gamble on someone like De Zerbi? I think he's too volatile.
Bro, too volatile.
Yeah.
The football would be brilliant, don't get me wrong, but I think he's too volatile.
For a while.
I actually think with De Zerbi, he'd actually meet me in the car park, you know, like genuinely, like
Yeah, he would.
He actually, I wouldn't even call him out. I wouldn't even like say, "Yo, listen, De Zerbi." Like, bro, he would actually say, "Yo, you want me to come? I'll come."
Yeah, no, he's tapped. He's low key tapped.
He's low key tapped, bro. So I actually don't want De Zerbi. I don't want the beef with him. No, it's real talk, bro. Real talk, man.
Saeed.
What are you doing?
Stop talking.
How to trust the process? I can't be here now.
No biryani, huh?
Yeah, no biryani.
Pasta. Lasagna. No biryani.
Lasagna. No, I hear it though. I hear everyone's concerns, and it's a big decision to make, man. And this is why I'm like, United have got to be proactive in it. You feel me? As much as you are right, it is a bit too early to be talking about it. But then names are getting, we're losing names day by day, and everyone's almost panicking as well. Like everyone's wanting the manager. Everyone's wanting to change.
We can't
say that again.
We're gonna have to sign. We're gonna have to get an English manager,
bro.
Yeah, immigration.
We can't add to it.
Yeah.
We can't add to it.
We can't add to colonialization.
Damn.
Yeah, we can't.
What are we gonna do?
Eddie Howe.
Yeah.
We actually can't play half of the squad as well. We can't play the.
That's true.
It's crazy, man.
That's true.
I didn't know we had Tommy Robertson as our owner. Wallah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Who would be actually our non-immigrant Excel guys? So we'd have Heaton in goal.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Luke Shaw left back.
Diogo Dalot would have to change his name to Dave. Dave starting.
Dave is crazy. Dave is crazy.
Harry Maguire.
Aiden Heaven. Actually, no, he's probably immigrated.
No,
Fredrickson.
Hang on a second.
Fredrickson, yeah.
But Fredrickson's even a bit like Scandinavian, yeah.
Scandinavian. That's Scandinavian. If you look at
he might have Irish descent as well. Oh yeah, actually Fredrickson, yeah.
That guy's a Viking.
Basically, we wouldn't have a team.
Yeah,
we wouldn't have a team basically. No.
Might have to even play Carrick, play a manager.
Yeah, Michael Carrick, Shea Lacey on the right. You know what I mean? But then again, Scousers don't like to call themselves English, do they? So I don't know.
Mainu's gone. It's a problem, man.
Yeah, bro, it's a problem, man. So Ratcliffe, I don't know what you're thinking, mate, because we don't have a team, and you know what I mean. We'd have a manager who, let's be honest. You know what I mean? It's Brexit football at the minute here, man.
Genuinely, let's be real, boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think? Obviously, I was speaking to Saeed off camera as well. I was saying, like, being Manchester United, you're going to have noise all the time, right? It's always going to be constant. You're always going to have noise. But there are times where the noise comes in waves. You're going to have a lot of noise surrounding you, a lot of pressure, and everyone's talking about you and all that kind of stuff. Then there's going to be times where you've bought yourself time and you've bought yourself some, less pressure, where you're directing pressure now at Arsenal maybe, or at Liverpool, or other teams that are struggling. We've won 4 games in a row. We've drawn 1. We're unbeaten in however many games, whatever.
Yeah.
We finally found a bit of form after 2 years of suffering because of Ratcliffe himself, by the way, and his team. Regardless, that aside, why, in your right mind, for the sake of the changing room, for the sake of the club, this shows me that you're not competent to lead a club like Manchester United, to manage a club like Manchester United, to own. Why would you throw us right back into the firing line? And not even just the fact, like, now you've just taken all the attention of Spurs, you've taken all the attention of Arsenal dropping points. You've taken all the attention and you've put it right back on us, even worse than it was before. Why would you do that?
Yeah. He's out of touch. He's out of touch.
Surely, man.
No, I'm saying he's completely out of touch, bro. For a club owner, for the size of Manchester United, given what Manchester United represents, we have fans all around the world. Where in terms of global reach, in terms of global support, we are, if not the biggest club on the planet, bro. You got people that support this club, ride for this club, every corner of this planet, and then for you to come out and speak about immigration and talk in that sort of like almost like in some sort of inflammatory manner, it's to me it's crazy. One, shows you're not capable of being an owner, and 2, your moral. Where is your morality? Like, where's your head at? This is a club based in Manchester, one of the most diverse communities in the flipping city. The people that come to the stadium are diverse. You got prayer room at Old Trafford. You got a club that celebrates and shows love to fans all over the world. We do tours around the world. We done a tour this summer. We went to the Far East. So what you're saying is that these people are only good for their pocket money.
Yeah, and by the way, to build our stadium as well.
Revenue. To build, and listen, exactly. You want to now use taxpayers to redevelop Old Trafford and the area around it, while you're also dodging tax and living offshores, and you're not even contributing to that, but you want to take away tax money, and then you have the cheek to make the comments that you're making. So you're using as well, and that's the thing. You're in a position of power. You are Manchester United club owner, bro. The fact that you feel like you can use your position and use the club as a political tool to throw out statements where at a time where right now we're probably the most, in terms of Man United fan base, we're the most unified as of right now. Like everyone's good vibes, good joy. Like we're all enjoying our football club again.
I'm even a Bruno fan now.
For you to just come out randomly, unprovoked, and just to make a statement like that, to me, it's just like, 1, you're out of touch. 2, you think you're the main character. You think you're the main character. Well, that's main character syndrome. He's a
imagine.
mess, bro.
Imagine the owner of the company you work for comes out and makes a statement like that. Genuinely, bro, I wouldn't fuck playing for this club, bro. I would genuinely would not blame players for thinking that way. And apparently, like, there's been sources coming out and saying that Carrick's spoken to the squad and said that his views don't reflect represent those of Manchester United. But it's not a good look at all, bro. It's not.
So what happens now then? So what happens now? So
they made a statement. They made a statement, and that statement, by the way, was pathetic. By the way, from United. There was nothing there. It was just like we pride ourselves on integrity.
We shouldn't have to make a statement. Is my point. Like, that's not our beef. He's got those political views. Let him make the statements and talk about it. Why has he dragged the club into it now? That's where I'm pissed off. And why is it now affecting the changing room? And where we've got the noise about the 5 games in a row and all that kind of stuff. Why is this another spanner in the works? Go on.
People like Sir Jim Ratcliffe, like ignorant, like small-minded men like that, wait for opportunities like buying Manchester United so they can say these things and be edgy.
Right?
We're living in a time right now where in this country we're seeing a lot of right wing rhetoric, right? And I think it's at the moment where billionaires who try and, like, they separate themselves from other billionaires because now, look, I've actually got an asset, I've got a product here, I'm actually doing something about, like, we can't forget what the rhetoric was at the beginning of, we are going to make Manchester a metropolitan city and we're going to help all the communities surrounding Manchester. Brother, no one is accepting this kind of help from somebody who is as petulant, as ignorant as this. Like, you can't, like Lee-Man saying, you're in one of the most diverse cities in the whole country, right? And you're talking about using taxpayers' money while you go overseas and are a migrant to another country to avoid tax. And then you talk about it being your boyhood club. Then we talk about all of the jobs that were lost by people who are working in Manchester United. All of it comes together to show Men like Sir Jim Ratcliffe wait for opportunities when the climate is like this and use products and tools like Manchester United so that they can voice these disgraceful, disgusting opinions so they can be involved in the limelight. Because being rich isn't enough for people like this. It's not enough to be a billionaire. It's that I have to now impose my views on the rest of the world when we don't care about your ignorant viewpoint on the world. Like, you're not helping anybody by doing stuff like this. You're just dragging the club through the mud, and you make life harder for all of the people who are working within the club and the players that are playing for the team. It's just like Liban saying, the timing of it is very right wing.
But now he's actually got more fans on his side from that side of the world, because now, yo, Jim Ratcliffe's a top guy, and all of a sudden, like, LBC are talking about him, and like every single. He's actually done his job, really. I know it sounds crazy to say that, but
it has. It's done exactly what he wanted.
He's actually done his job, because when you talk about publicity, you can look at it and think, yo, listen, that's good publicity for me. People are talking about Ineos. My shares might have gone up. My stock's gone up. And this is what he's using Man United as almost like a tool.
Yeah, it is.
Like, are you taking a piss, bro? Like,
And also, it's like the kind of people who wait for waves of opinion to come like this before they say theirs, right?
Yeah.
We see the country is moving towards this direction, or at least it's becoming more vocal. People probably always had this opinion, but it's becoming more vocal now. Now jump on the bandwagon. I'm brethren of my man. These things are all going over here, brother. It's very, very convenient timing, and it shows a lack of balls.
It's divisive as well, man. The fan base now, man. Bro, imagine now, man. Man's reading through messages, and I see man's East Stand upper, and I got the brethren that was saying, "Yo, man, United," and he wants me out of the country. I'm like, I look back at him and say, "Yo, are we friends?" And that's what I'm getting tons of messages, bro, saying, "Yo, you go back to Somalia, you go back here," and I'm like, "But I'm sure, have I seen the Old Trafford, mate? What's going on here?" Like, you know what I mean? Well, like, where do we stand there? And that's what I'm saying. All of a sudden, people have come out of the woodworks now, and I'm like, "Yo, Jim Ratcliffe, how on earth, as you as an owner, if you have that opinion, sometimes I'm like, I'm glad he said it, but at the same time, bro, you're using, because you're the spokesman of Man United, whether you like it or not, whether we like it or not, you are the spokesman of Man United. When you speak, you ever hear Avram Glazer say, "Hello, man"? Like, you ever said anything? He hasn't said anything, bro. I don't know if that's by the way. I don't know what I did there, man.
Up there, one of the worst impressions of all time.
You know what I mean, bro? But we've never heard him. All we see is run away from reporters.
Why is he Puerto Rican, man?
Well, I think Puerto Rican is crazy.
I've never heard his voice. I'm like, what does he sound like? I just tried to read it. Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
I'll be honest though.
Go on,
I was gonna say, if that had come out of any player or manager, the FA would get involved immediately, and I need to see some sort of action from the FA.
I think they are looking into it. I think they are looking into it.
Genuinely, it's gotten to a point where I don't care if it impacts Manchester United in the short term. In the long term, I need something to be done about him, about his ownership, about whatever it is. Because now you've shown your true colors. When you're making all these cuts and you're clearly showing that you don't care about the working class, that's one issue. But then the other issue is now you basically saying, like, you having a political view on the country, and like Abs is saying, like, at a point where you can see it creeping up, you can see it rising. For you to come in and add to it, I need the FA to do something about it, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, bro. I agree with Hussein, because if you look at also, if instead of Jim Ratcliffe, let's be honest, I didn't really know much about him before Manchester United. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't really know much about him before he came to Manchester United. But obviously, since he's come to Manchester United, everyone knows his name, everyone knows who he is, and he represents. When you think of Ineos, the first person that comes in your head is Sir Jim Ratcliffe, right? So he knows
drop the
that.
Sir, by the way, please.
Huh? Yeah, I was gonna say, man. Drop the Sir, man.
Let's drop the Sir.
I'm just saying that obviously, like, I didn't know who this guy was prior to Manchester United, and he knows that now. Him being the Manchester United owner, he's known everywhere, bro. His face is everywhere. Everyone knows who he is, and I think he's using that as a way to voice his, views, because he knows now his views holds weight now. Anything he says now carries weight. And that's where it's uncomfortable for me. That's where I feel like now I have a problem, because now you're using our football club, you're using this football club to now push your political views that doesn't even represent this club one bit. It doesn't represent this club.
Liban, can I be honest? Yeah. That's one side to look at it. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. But are we giving him too much credit? Do we actually think that he knew what he was doing, or is this just miscalculation from a guy who clearly isn't fit to lead a club like Manchester
No,
United.
no, no, no.
To the extent, because he said, Manchester United is big, but when he came into the club, he was like, I was so shocked at how big it truly is and how the fan base is this and that. I genuinely don't think he thought what he was saying was that crazy or thought it would represent the club. That shows to me you're not fit to lead a club like Manchester United.
I think he's a lot smarter than you're giving credit for. I don't know.
Yeah.
If that makes
I don't think he is, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, he sat down in an interview with Gary Neville and told him, "Oh, I actually never thought of that." That's he's not that smart.
Crazy. You know how bad that is, by the way. You know how bad that is.
I think when it comes to views like this, as strong and as flagrant as they are, like this, I'm more of a cynic if I'm being honest, bro. Yeah. I think this is a move that I don't know whether when he was trying to buy Chelsea, he was moving towards, because he did try and buy Chelsea, but was like priced out when he said, "Oh, I'm a Chelsea fan my whole life."
He bid it too early.
Yeah, he tried to get Chelsea, it didn't work out, but he was a Chelsea fan. He had a Chelsea season ticket, and then now when he comes to buy Man United, it's a boyhood club. He's exposed himself to be a very ignorant, petulant man, if I'm being honest. It's proof. In almost every single time he's had an opportunity to speak out publicly, he's proven time and time again he's ignorant still.
I think he's also showed that he views Manchester United as a something to improve his status, if that makes sense. He's using it as something like I am Manchester United owner, so now my voice matters more and I hold weight. It's more like a flex. He's using Manchester United to flex, and like Ab said earlier, for billionaires, it's not necessarily just about money anymore. At that point, it's more about status and power and what do I have over you. And having Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in world football, it's a flex. Let's be honest, it's a mad flex. It's a big, huge flex. So he knows this, bro, and that's why for me, he showed that he's not competent enough, but also he as a person is not aligned with this football club. That's where I'm now uncomfortable. I don't want this guy. I don't want to be associated with this guy. Facts. Now, when people say, I tell people I support Man United, oh, your owner's racist, or your owner's this, or your owner's that. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna start hearing those comments now, and now it feels uncomfortable.
And you know what's mad as well? The fact that he's taken advantage of the fact that the Glazers, you know what I mean? Hence why I got their accent wrong, is that they don't speak. You know what I mean? They don't speak. Yeah. So he's thinking, these men don't speak. I can speak. I can say what I want to say. I'm cool. I'm the British, the richest British guy ever, billionaire. Like, bro, I can do what I want to do. He's flexing his muscles. But not only is it that, he keeps saying, bro, like, you've got to be the bad guy. He wants to be the villain, man. He keeps referring to being, sometimes you've got to make some tough decisions that it might be unpopular. And I'm like,
and he compared himself to whoever needs to lead the country, basically saying that they need to basically copy what he did with Manchester United and making those tough decisions, but you have to do it for the country. And talking about colonization, which is very, very rich coming from someone that's British, by the way.
To use the word colonization was actually
very rich.
It's mad. It's crazy, bro.
I can't believe that is.
Do you actually think, though, it will impact the I don't think, like I said to you, for me personally, I think they'll get on with the football. I think the dust will settle. But it does leave a kind of a sour taste. It
does, bro. And
I wouldn't blame them,
bro. It just a lot of things. Ahmad Diallo is an immigrant.
Bro.
I think he was even trafficked. I said it in my video as well. People said he was even trafficked, so it's even worse.
Bro, that's my point. You got players that you've literally. So what you're saying is literally, goes against what even the people that are in the club. Ahmad Diallo was an immigrant that flew to Italy to get to have a better life. I thank God he did, because now look where he is right now at Manchester United, playing at the highest level in the Premier League, playing for his country. He's one of our better players. Like, that doesn't happen if he doesn't migrate. So what are you saying, that your views are, so you don't like what? So you're against Ahmad Diallo then?
Kobe Manu.
Kobe Manu's parents probably are immigrants. How many players in this club whose parents are probably immigrants, bro? Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense, bro. I think.
And even if you're not an immigrant, by the way, it's overall not a good look. It shows that you're not welcoming other people coming into your country, whether it be immigrants or whether it be people who are there on a professional basis, like a footballer, like an Mbumo, like whatever it is. Overall, it's just not a good look for anyone that is not white British.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, we just need to own this, man. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, that's it, bro. Literally, bro.
And it would be so sweet if the Qataris took
I
us
mean,
off him as well.
I don't know what's gonna take, man. I don't know. Like generally, like there is that period now where the club, are willing to listen to maybe someone because they got that period. I forgot what it's called, but there's a period where Ineos have to buy the football club, and they've gone past that. So anyone can go behind Ineos' back and speak to the Glazers. But it just feels like it's one of them ones where like we are stuck with Ineos and the Glazers for a while, but and we got to find a way through that. It sounds.
It is self-damage though. It is self-damage. I think
I
think this one, people are not gonna let this one go for a long time. So now
100%.
he has to carry it, he has to move with that. So now people I think he's lost the respect from the fan base, from the players, from the club.
Yes.
So that's gonna carry weight now. That's gonna carry a lot of weight. So I don't know, man. But he seems like a stubborn guy. He seems like a stubborn, arrogant guy that is not gonna bite. Do you know what I mean?
But it's not up to him. Like we said, it's not up to. If someone goes to the Glazers and says, "Yo, I want to buy Manchester United," and the Glazers are happy, Ineos are gone. They don't. And I don't know whether it's a feeling. I don't know if it's whatever. I don't think it's that far fetched. I do believe someone's going to see the situation at Man United and say, you know what, there's something for me here. They're clearly still a massive club. Now it looks like things might be on the rise. Whatever. We're hearing little talks of like potentially like even Turkey or Sheikh was like. I don't know who he was like engagement farming or whatever he was talking about, but he was saying that there's a consortium in the Middle East, whatever, getting together, potentially putting in a bid for Man United. We're hearing Qatar could potentially come back. I don't think it's that far fetched, to be honest, bro. These guys are clearly inept, and it's a strange situation, man.
Yeah. Well, we haven't got a game obviously until next Monday. If there's one thing you want to see, from Michael Carrick, what would you be, Mandem? Just one thing if you want to see going forward now in the kind of running for the next couple of games. One thing you want to see. If there's
growth, I think I want to see proof of lessons being learned. I want to see different things tried to play against a different game state. Because one thing that's for sure is that in his first couple of games, they had a very clear game plan that did come off more often than not. It's got to be a different game plan now. How are you going to try and tackle this? All I really want to see is development in his coaching style and a different way of playing against a different type of opposition. That's the main thing I want to see.
And are we still confident top 4 as well, top 5? When you look at Liverpool, I still don't really believe in what they're trying to do. I can't lie to you. I don't really buy into it. Aston Villa, I can't lie to you. That was a big win for them. Brighton game. I can't lie. I was looking at the result thinking, Brighton could get something. They maintained that. They're still 5 points ahead. But I still think, you know what, man? I think we're there, man. I think we can do it. I think
I think so as well.
All them got it, And I think it's just a case of being consistent, and obviously Chelsea got some tough fixtures as well coming up for them, man. But if we can just go and it's cliche, one game at a time, keep the momentum, don't lose as many as as you win. And just keep going, man. Because they said we need everyone. We need to. Did I get that one right? By the way, don't.
Yeah, you did. It took me. I had to go roundabout.
Yeah. I was gonna say because boy, that was being mad that still. But yeah, honestly, man, I'm like I said, I'm super chill, man. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Everton game will be a madness, but for me, I'm not trying to do like some crazy, like mad. Like I think we got to just take one game at a time, bro. Like it's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be up and down. And we move, man. We move. So onwards and upwards, man. Them. Onwards and upwards.
I think there's a healthy competition within the squad now as well.
Yeah,
fighting for places, one game a week, so you're having to give your best in that one game because an opportunity might not come up midweek. And it is the cliche of like every game is a cup final, but I think that applies now more than it's ever done because we literally have one game per week in the Premier League. Treat it like give it your all every single week, and who knows, man? Let's see. Hopefully, we get 4th, if not 5th. But Champions League football is definitely on the cards a lot more than it was a few weeks ago.
I think we're gonna get Champions League. I'm confident. I'm not even gonna doubt that one. I think we get it for sure. Especially if we get 5. If there's 5 teams going in for Champions League this year, then 100%. I think we get it. It's just I want to see intensity, man. We got a long break. I don't want to hear any. I don't want any excuses. That maybe yes, West Ham. We played like 2-3 days after the other fixture, so maybe you could argue the intensity was there because they were maybe a little bit tired. But this one, bro, we've had 11 days off. Everton, I need to see intensity. I felt the midfield was too slow, a bit too direct. I mean, they were forcing play. I thought it was a bit too direct. It was a bit slow in build up. We didn't, like I've said, we didn't use the width enough. Everything was a bit too narrow. This game, I need to see more width, more intensity. I need to see crosses being put into the box. And I'm not saying just cross the ball, inshallah, like actual effective crossing. Like I feel like we don't do that enough with this team, especially given the wide players that we have. So it is something for Carrick to have a think about. And Bremo also, guys, we have to be honest, performance level wasn't great, but he did get the assist in the end. But
He's our Salah, man. Don't watch
he's
him.
our Salah. He needs to step up a little bit with performances, though, because I think the last couple of games performance wasn't great. So I think yes, he'll get the GA here and there, but I don't want him to fall into that trap of play bad for 80 minutes and then pop up with a goal and assist. I think
to be fair to him, we've played him in 3 different positions. I think in the last 3 games as well. Once off the left, once up front, once on the right, or whatever it is in the past few games. So I think his form will pick up slowly. I don't like him on the left as much. I'm not gonna lie. I prefer him either down the middle or on the right. But let's see. But bro, output over anything. For me, I know like we want to see growth and we want to see this, but at this moment in time, get me 3 points. Over anything, get me 3 points.
I agree, man. Listen, people, we are going to wrap it up there. Episode 14 of the United Quad. Big up everyone who's tuning in. Make sure you are liking the video, hyping the video, subscribing to these guys' channels as well. You know what I mean? All will be basically on the title. So you'll see it there. You don't have to leave the video. It will take you straight there. And man. Big up, lads, man. Lee Ben, love for always, man.
Listen, always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure, man.
Yeah, big up.
Crazy, as I saw that. Yeah, mental. That's what we're doing now. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Saying that.
Abs, love as always, man.
Always a pleasure, never a chore, brother. Leave it, I miss you, man.
Come on.
I don't miss you, my shush. Go on. I was saying?
Yeah, I'm saying big up to you as well, man.
Big up to you, Saeed, man. I don't think I didn't see that little title change, but
you know what? I actually was like, yo, what the hell, man? Why was
but I prefer Bar Brothers, you know. I prefer Bar Brothers on
prefer that one, yeah.
Because I don't upload on the other one, man. Big up Bar Brothers, big up me, big up Liban.
Big up me. Big up me.
Come on, man.
Why you not twinning today, though? I don't understand. Why you not twinning today?
Liban, who joined the call first?
You did. I can't lie.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Abs was wearing a blue jacket. He went away, came back with a white tee. So you're right.
I just want to be like my boy.
Get out of here,
Come on, man. Twinning. Come on. Listen, people, we'll be back next week, and hopefully we'll have something fun. Maybe different, maybe a draft. You know what I mean? Maybe Man United's all-time 11 draft again. Maybe we do a part 2. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
You know what I mean? So we will do something like that, people. So make sure you are tuned in. You know what I mean? And see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.